What's up, people, and welcome back to the channel. This is SJ's Corner. Today, I'm going to be going over the performances of Drake London this last 2 weeks against the Patriots and the Colts. He's gone for 15 catches, 222 yards combined, and a total of 4 touchdowns. He's been borderline unguardable, whether they may be in man coverage against the Patriots or against zone in the matchup against the Colts. Just been a matchup nightmare, and he shows his brilliance, not only his physical traits, but just the ability to adjust and beat different type of defensive schemes. So without further ado, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you get that alert anytime I post a new video. And yeah, let's get right into it. So we're gonna just go off the jump here, and this was something I found was curious, especially when I was going through the film of the Colts, it was a lot of zone coverage you was seeing. I was like, bro, why is he getting a lot of zone coverages, especially when the Colts just traded for Sauce Gardner, right, which is supposed to be a shutdown corner from the Jets. And when I start thinking back to the previous week against the Patriots and what it was able to do to kill their man coverage situations, it started making a bit of sense to me. So we're just gonna see what he was able to do against the Pats. We see him again here, bottom of the screen against man coverage in the red zone, which is a very strong trait of his, which is able to beat man coverage in this part of the field. And it's just a simple out route. But Michael Penix throws this like a fade ball. Remember, again, Drake London is 6'4", over 200 pounds plus. Wingspan is probably out of this world. And he had 3 scores, specifically against the Pats. The first one we saw, this is the second one again. It's kind of a spray fade. Here again at the bottom of the screen, he has 2 guys clearing out for him. And he's just going to go and get this ball like a rebound, right? So they're just clearing it out for him. And he's just going to go up and make a play. And Michael Penix understands this. He's going to just chalk it up, right? And great catch. Again, right? And he knows this. Like, the defenders have no chance when it comes to a high ball like that. Here it is again. A deep ball, not necessarily open, but my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to give him a chance. And he makes the play, right? Look at the way he stands. He towers over DBs, right? He's just so physical and strong. Let's look back at that again. He has an out and up, and you can just see him. He's not necessarily winning with his route running here, but just that strength. A lot of wide receivers, if they're not strong enough, they can get pushed out this way. But he's the aggressor. He comes in with that nice rip and just towers over the DB and is able to make a play. And here it is, the third touchdown of the game. You see him right here at the top of the screen. Just again, great job in terms of coming off the ball hard. Makes his stick as an out route. But look where Michael Penix is placing this football. It's high, it's away. There's only one person that can get it, and this is an absolute disgusting catch with one hand. Okay, not a lot of receivers can make this play, and that's why I think he's definitely reached that elite echelon in terms of wide receivers in the NFL. He had a slow start to this season, but over the last 5-6 weeks, he's just exploded. I think he's at around 650 yards this season. So now we're at the game of the Colts, right? And I just talked about how we saw a lot of man coverage against the Patriots. And now the Colts are thinking, okay, we might not be able to guard this guy, even though we just traded for Sauce Gardner, right? But we're going to choose our times to play man coverage, and we're going to be in zone most of the time. Obviously, the Falcons have a really good run game with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. This is a play action pass, and you just see his zone coverage. And watch here, right? He's not initially open because you have these clog of defenders, occupying the middle part of the zone, which is where Penix wants to go to initially. But now this is where the second part of the play starts, right? The initial timing is not there. What do you do to help your quarterback to get open? And he finds some space towards the sideline where the quarterback is scrambling towards and gets himself an easy completion. Here is again now in the slot, right? And this is one thing I really like about him. Even though he's a bigger receiver, he's really versatile. You can spot him in any part of the receiver alignment. It can be in the slot, it can be outside. And right here, you have Bijan Robinson, which is also a key guy to stop in the Atlanta offense. And he sometimes acts like a really good decoy. And we're going to see that later on a touchdown Drake London scores in this game. But I don't even know what the plan here is. Zone coverage, even if this is an option, just see the wide open space. I'm just going to get open, give me my catch, and he's going to get up the field immediately, okay? He doesn't dilly-dally. Here's the first yard marker. I'm just going to turn, take my yards, okay? So here he is again, right here, bottom of the screen, on the slot. He has Bijan outside him again, and this is another similar situation. This time they have a linebacker over top him. No hands, so he's just going to sneak by, and Penix is just going to hit him right in this hole, right? And this is a good job by Penix, too, to be fair, because he sees this defender ready. He sees this defender ready to lay a big hit, okay? And he throws this ball to London's back hip. And that protects him away from the big hit, right? So that's a great throw there by Penix. Good job again by Drake London finding that open space. And here it is again. Another zone coverage look, right? Comes again in the waggle. And the slot just has a hook route. Big space. Make yourself a target for the quarterback. Make the catch. Gets a hit. No problem, right? So now he's seen a lot more zone coverage, but he's still not being able to get stopped. And this is actually a beautiful route concept. Take a look at this, guys. We got Pitts. I say Michael Pitts. Is it Michael Pitts? I forgot. Pitts, right? The tight end for the Falcons, goes first, and he's going to run sort of like a clear out route. And normally when you see a flat route coming from the DB, you're thinking this might be a corner, and then you have the hook here by Drake London. That's normally the concept. That you call that smash, or I don't know if you guys call that different names in your offense, but that's normally the concept. You have the corner, you have the hook holding this defender here, or Sauce Gardner in this case, on the flat route. Right? But what happens here in this play call is you're going to have this clear out. Drake is going to come and fake on that hook, and then he's going to spin out. I don't know if you guys have remembered that Odell catch back years ago against the Ravens. This was the first time I saw a route like this, but this is what it reminds me of, right? Hook, laws of the defender's sleep, and it's a beautiful throw by Penix. And look how early he releases this. Right? He's already ready to throw this before Drake is spinning. And it's on the money. What a fantastic throw. And this is why I'm saying again, Bijan is doing a great job being a decoy, because look how much he affects the defense. Right? That's a great route. The clear out does most of the work because it occupies his two defenders. I'm going to steal this when I become my offensive coordinator, 100%. Great route. Great route. And great catch. And now we finally see him get man coverage, okay? Even that last play was more of a match zone, right? But once you obviously get matched up with one guy in zone, it turns into man. And in that case, it was a linebacker. That was a mismatch. Now we have Sauce Gardner on a 2-point conversion. And this might be his most disrespectful play of the game, right? Just a simple out route. He's just going to get wide, get vertical, and stick his shoulder with that stick. And Sauce is just too weak, right? And this is a guy they traded 2 first-round picks for, right? We've seen him run a fade. We've seen him run an out. We've seen him run a spray fade. He's such a versatile receiver. He can run all the routes. And especially with his catching radius, You don't have to be too perfect. But now when he's doing this, it's too easy. Like taking candy from a baby. So we've gone through guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba and Emeka Egbuka. I don't even think JJ is having really a good season. Obviously, Jamar Chase has lost his quarterback. But Drake London is doing it at a high level right now. And if you have him in fantasy, you're definitely enjoying him. So, yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Drake London. Do you think he's now a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL? Leave that comment. Like the video again. Subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to hit that 500 subscribers. Hit that notification bell again. And appreciate you for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.